Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to a kind of supplemental edition to this week's episode of BatChat. Like I mentioned earlier, we're here live at Heroes and Angels Comic-Con here in Sherwood, and I wanted to take a few minutes to talk with the brain, the heart really behind the Heroes and Angels. Very excited to have the lovely Miss Brandy on, so you can kind of tell a little bit about what Heroes and Angels is, kind of the story, because obviously it's got a very personal connection to you, which you shared a little bit of that earlier, but for those that weren't lucky enough to be here in person, if you just want to share a little bit about your story and what kind of got started.
Okay. Well, Heroes and Angels, what we do is we provide assistance to families that have been affected with childhood cancer, and we focus on the non-medical needs like gas and groceries, utilities, help with rent, things like that. Unfortunately, when a child gets diagnosed, a lot of times the newness kind of wears off, and people tend to forget that just because they're not in the hospital, they still have cancer. There's still bills. On average, when a child is diagnosed with cancer,
You got to move that right there. You're good.
okay.
You're good.
On average, when a child is diagnosed with cancer, the household income drops by about half. But then the daily living expenses double and triple. So it's really hard on these. And I remember there were times when my daughter was sick that I would go without eating because I needed to make sure I had that $20 in case we had to have an ER trip, and so we met some wonderful people that were doing a lemonade stand to raise money for Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation. And of course, I went all in because I don't know how to do it halfway. I'm a kind of like 100% or not at all.
Yeah.
So they approached me after and asked if I would be interested in helping them start an organization. And then Heroes and Angels was born, and they realized that I talk a lot, and I'm not afraid to ask. People say no.
Yeah.
Some people don't want to hear about it, but that doesn't mean it's going to stop me from trying to spread the word and to get us out there. And it's not just because of us, it's because these kids need that attention.
Right.
And they need events like Heroes and Angels Comic-Con, where they have a day they can just be a kid again, because a lot of times people are like, oh, that's a kid with cancer. It's still a kid.
Right.
So that's what we try to do.
Absolutely. Well, this is our third time being at Heroes and Angels. So, and it's like, how many cons? 'Cause I know you mentioned it started in 2015.
Well, Heroes and Angels was actually established in 2015. And then we had our first, what I called a Comic-Con themed party, because I was trying to be very careful. I don't want to upset anyone,
Yeah.
And apparently I was wrong according to the cosplayers that attended. And then was told, hey, when's the next one? And I was like, well, I don't know. I'm not a con. And they were like, no, you're a con director, so start setting the date.
Yeah.
And so that's how Heroes and Angels Comic-Con was born.
Well, it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's definitely one of the. I mean, Arkansas, we don't have a whole lot of really big Comic-Cons, but
Right.
It's definitely it's one of the smaller cons that we have around here. But there's so much heart in this. I mean, everyone here, you can just tell it's for the kids,
Yeah.
and Comic-Cons already are kind of a niche group of people.
It is.
It tends to be a lot of people like my age that just kind of refuse to grow
Yeah.
up. Oh yeah, grown-ups who refuse to grow up.
Right.
But especially for some of the bigger cons, one of the things I really appreciate about what you do here is things like dress code. Something that doesn't really get talked about that much, but with this being a family-friendly event, like you don't want a lot of ghouls and goblins running around
Right.
here and things like that. So it's a very family-friendly environment, and it's a
Yeah.
great place to bring friends, family. Last year, brought my nephew, and it was so much fun having him here. It's his first time being at a Comic-Con, and he enjoyed this. And we tried to take him to Arkansas Comic-Con. It just was not happening.
It is not the same.
It is definitely not the same, but it's just a lot of heart here. Of course, I love hearing your heart and hearing you talk about it.
Thank you.
And if you're in the Arkansas area and looking for a fun con, Heroes and Angels Comic Con, I'll have it linked in the description below so you can check it out on Instagram as well as Facebook. And it's a lot of fun. We do a battle cry for all the kids that are currently fighting with cancer. Even some of the superheroes earlier did some shout outs for them as well, which is a lot of fun. I need to send you those, by the way,
Yes. And our battle cry is actually focused on the kids that we've lost. And that's the reason that we read their names.
Gotcha.
So, because as a parent, when you lose a child to cancer, one of your biggest fears is that your child will be forgotten. And a lot of people don't want to come up and be like, hey, you remember this time when, Keegan did this? Well, they want that. They need that, And so, we make a big deal out of making sure we say their names. They will always be remembered, and we will cry, we'll do our battle cry every time for them to show them that we're still here fighting for them.
Absolutely.
So,
Well, do you have anything else you would like to share about Heroes and Angels? Like what's next? I mean, I guess just kind of trekking forward, or?
Well, we're kind of excited now that COVID's kind of backing off a little bit and we can start doing things more. We've got already several great events coming up. So those will be shared soon. We'll be able to talk about those. So.
Awesome. And so where's the best place to get updates? Would it be like your social media or your website?
Social media,
Okay.
The Heroes and Angels Comic Con page or my personal page, which is business personal. So you can, just like I said, the Heroes and Angels Comic Con or Brandy, Boyles, Bullock.
Okay.
Which is a mouthful. But,
Well, I'll have all that linked in the description
Okay.
below, so you guys can go check that out. And feel free to give them all a follow, and definitely feel free to support. Is there a way currently to support Heroes and Angels, even if you're not in the local Arkansas area?
Absolutely. We actually have an account set up through Fundraise. And you can do one-time donations, or you could even do like a monthly, donation for whatever amount. So it makes it a lot easier for everyone, and then you can go ahead and get your receipt. Goes directly into, we transfer it into our bank account, and it works great. So.
And all the access to that would be through your website?
All that's on Heroes and Angels Comic Con page. You can find it on there.
Perfect.
So.
Again, go check that out. Brandon,
Please.
we absolutely love you, and we love what you're doing here, and just want to let you know.
We couldn't do it without you guys. You guys make this happen for us, and I just want to say thank you and how much I appreciate you all for sharing in my passion and helping me feel that.
And we appreciate you as well.
Thank you.
So good to have you on. Well, guys, so this is the lovely Miss Brandy. That I just wanted to have her on here. We're actually, the con's drawing to a close, but again, just wanted to grab her. She's been bouncing like a pinball. I tried to get you earlier, and it's just one place to another. But and that's just just the passion that you have. But I really admire that. But thank you very much for taking time.
Thank you, and thank you guys for coming again so much. We always love having you.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, y'all have a blessed day. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.